Here's a dose of nostalgia for the ages. The Bring It On cast just reunited 25 years after the iconic cheerleading movie first flipped, tumbled, and high-chicked its way into pop culture history. Y'all ready for this? The crowd sure was, as Kirsten Dunst, Gabrielle Union, Jesse Bradford, and Lindsay Sloan came together in Los Angeles over the weekend for a special anniversary screening and Q&A. It was the first time that core cast appeared together publicly since the movie's release in 2000. Kirsten Dunst, who famously led the Toros as Torrance Shipman, looked radiant as she reflected on the film's enduring legacy. 2 weeks earlier, her viral E.T. interview moment had reignited talk of a possible sequel, but Kirsten was quick to set the record straight. No, she laughed. Leave good things where they are. I don't need to put on a cheerleading outfit again. In true Torrance fashion, she added, this is not a democracy, it's a cheeriocracy. But while Dunst is content to let the original stand tall, her co-star Gabrielle Union has been a little more open to revisiting the spirit-filled world of Bring It On. ISIS is still doing cheers somewhere, Gabrielle told E.T., laughing, probably with a little lower back pain now. Union revealed that she's actually been helping develop a continuation of the story. We've been working on a sequel that centers around the Clovers, she said. It might not be a movie, it could be a series or a reimagining, but the idea of keeping that energy alive, I'm all for it. At the reunion, fans cheered as classic clips from the film played on the big screen from that unforgettable Burr. It's cold in here, chant to the nail-biting cheer-offs that made the movie an instant. Teen classic. Noticeably missing from the celebration was Eliza Dushku, who played the rebellious gymnast-turned-cheerleader, Missy Pantone. Eliza stepped away from Hollywood last year and recently earned her master's degree in clinical mental health counseling, a true pivot from spirit fingers to self-care. I did not sign on for spirit fingers, she once joked to E.T., referring to the film's most iconic scene. But for Eliza, life after Hollywood has been all about balance and purpose, something her Bring It On family continues to support wholeheartedly. The 25th anniversary event was packed with memories, laughter, and a reminder of just how groundbreaking Bring It On was when it first hit theaters in August 2000. E was with the cast back then as they prepared for their big debut, and they couldn't have imagined the worldwide phenomenon it would become. We just worked our butts off, Gabrielle Union told E.T. during the film's press tour. We had 4 weeks of cheerleader boot camp. It was intense, Kirsten agreed, recalling how physically demanding the shoot was. I wanted to give my heart and soul into this, she said. It wasn't just about pom-poms, it was about teamwork, energy, and confidence. And it paid off. Bring It On opened at #1 at the box office, earning nearly $90 million and launching a multi-film franchise that would inspire generations of young women. It also helped shape the careers of its stars, turning Dunst and Union into household names. Over the years, the movie's legacy has only grown thanks to its sharp humor, diverse cast, and groundbreaking take on cultural rivalry and respect in competitive cheerleading. For many fans, Bring It On was more than a teen comedy. It was a pop culture blueprint for spirit, sass, and self-empowerment. At the reunion, the cast reminisced about the camaraderie that made it all possible. We were a family, Lindsay Sloan said. It didn't feel like we were making a cheerleading movie. It felt like we were part of something that had real heart, and that heart is still beating strong a quarter-century later. The screening wrapped with a standing ovation as fans shouted some of the movie's most quotable lines, "Burr, it's cold in here," echoing across the theater like no time had passed at all as the lights came up. The cast shared hugs and smiles, posing for photos that quickly took over social media. The reunion wasn't just a trip down memory lane, it was a celebration of everything Bring It On continues to stand for: teamwork, empowerment, and a whole lot of spirit. 20-5 years later, the cheers still hit just as hard, the lines are still legendary, and the message remains timeless when it comes to passion, confidence, and resilience. Bring It On will always be the ultimate cheer.